Hey everybody, this is Nicole Stockett, Office Program Coordinator at Headquarters, and I'm very happy to read our mission statement to you. Caritas Family Solutions strengthens the social and emotional well-being of individuals and families in order to create healthy relationships, loving homes, and strong communities. Now get excited everybody, it is time for your cast!
Welcome to CaritasCast. I am your host, Joel Malone, and with me always is the co-host, Brandon Montgomery.
Hello, Mr. Joel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you too. We're recording this show on St. Patrick's Day, and between us two Irishmen here, I don't think we can wait to get to that corned beef and cabbage.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of corned beef and cabbage, but I'll take it.
Yeah. And you know what else I'm excited about? I'm excited about springtime. I am not a cold weather person, so I'm really happy to see some warmer days on the way.
Yes. I am not a cold-blooded person.
Not a polar bear.
I'm not a polar bear. I do not want to be anywhere near snow. So please, I'm definitely ready for a summer vacation or spring vacation.
I'm ready for a bathing suit and a swimming pool somewhere. I'm excited for spring, and I'm also excited for Caritas. I realized it the other day when I was coming to work. I really look forward to coming to work every morning, and it's because the people that I work with. I can honestly say that everyone that I work with at Caritas and our agency is the best I've ever worked with in my career.
I definitely agree with that. I just remember my personal experiences here at Caritas, just coming in, not knowing necessarily what to expect. As I'm working every day and just having the opportunity to meet really new people, and even the people that I work with every day, learn a little bit more about them every day. So it's just been a great experience, and just to see how everybody's connected to each other, and I hope it continues to stay that way. We
are connected. It feels like a family, and it feels like everyone supports each other. And that's so cool because you never feel like you're alone. And, you know, spring is the time of new beginnings, and we have had a ton of new beginnings in the tech department.
We really have. It's crazy how fast our tech department, or how much our tech department is growing. We literally have a new intranet site. At this time, everyone in the agency has their own emails. We're having new ways to access our files, not necessarily using the quote-unquote shared drive, but having access to that being in the cloud, and that's coming really soon. So there's a lot of great things that the OTI department is bringing to Caritas as a whole. It
really is. And my favorite new thing is the intranet, not internet, intranet. Yes. I think it is really cool. And you can find the links to all of our episodes there. You can find weekly updates for the training completion numbers on the intranet, our recordings of our webinars, new employee profile. It's a great way to stay connected with everyone at Caritas.
I wonder if one day we'll get an AI chatbot on the internet one day.
I wonder if it can write my training reports. That would be great. I would be all in favor of that.
If it can do payroll and write poetry or anything exciting like that, I would love that.
Well, the person that can answer those questions is actually with us today. He's the Executive Director of Technology and Innovation. He's making wonderful advancements for Caritas, and he actually has a double doctorate, so we should really introduce him as Dr. Barcus Jackson. Dr. Jackson, thanks for being with us today.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being with us today. So can you please give us a little bit about yourself and what brought you to Caritas?
Well, I'll start with what brought me to Caritas is the mission work that's happening here at Caritas. Even prior to me coming to Caritas, I worked in higher education where we were also helping people to live their best life. And so when I saw Caritas and I learned about what Caritas, the work that's done at the agency, I said, oh, that sounds like a good fit because it aligned with my background that I worked in before I came to Caritas.
And since you've joined the team, we have seen awesome advancements in the tech department. People keep singing the praises, and I love the response that I get from your folks. When my computer goes down, they are on it.
That's really good to hear. You know, the team is striving to support, to do our part as far as supporting the mission. There's a lot of tickets and requests coming in for technology, which is a good thing. Ultimately, our goal is to do digital transformation, and so we can do our part in contributing to Caritas mission.
So I have a question for you, Dr. Barcus. I noticed that right when you came into the organization, you basically changed the name of the IT department of information technology to OTI, or Office of Technology and Innovation. Can you explain a little bit more into that and your reasoning behind that?
I'll say it's two core reasons. Typically, I do it to reset the tone for the organization around technology. So anything that was going on in the organization before I arrived, I like to press reset by changing the name to let them know that this is a new beginning. So that's one part of it. And the other part of it is that I was brought in to do innovation. So I start off by saying that we are the Office of Technology and Innovation, which when I look at it, I look at technology being the foundational things, like having desk phones where you can call people or they can call you, having internet access and shared drives. Those are kind of like your foundational things that no matter what organization that you go to, they're going to have that type of technology. But the innovation part is doing the things that we're not aware that we could do, advancing our technology beyond the basics. So that's the innovation part of it. So I thought it was timely with bringing me in, being able to press reset and to let the organization know that we're headed in a different direction.
And I think we can see that with the intranet. Intranet. Yeah, not intra. We think that is really, really cool.
Yeah. So I have another question for you too, Dr. Barcus. Me and Brandon were discussing earlier, but when are we getting chat bots to answer our emails for us?
We have to do some of this foundation work first in preparation for the chat bots. So as a part of building the foundation, we are designing our new foundation around leveraging the cloud. Everybody's hearing about the cloud these days. So we're building it to leverage the cloud, which would allow us to do things like chat bots and mobile apps and build portals and do all of these advanced things that's happening out in the world today that everyone is experiencing.
So at this time, we would like to advocate for something. And if you could please write this down, Dr. Jackson, we would like personal robot assistance. If you can get us some of that Minority Report hologram tech that they use in that movie, that would be great. And if you could throw in a crystal ball that sees the future, that would be perfect.
We need all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of that technology actually exists. So it's not impossible.
Coming to Caritas soon. So, coming from a guy who's had his identity stolen, I could say that it's no fun if that happens. And cybersecurity is one of our focuses as an agency in your department, certainly. So how can everyone at Caritas contribute to us being a little more cyber safe?
I would just say probably being more intentional when it comes to things related to security. And one way that people can think about it is that they could think about themselves and say to themselves, is this information that I would want someone to know about me? Because it really takes all of us to have an effective information security program. So we need everybody, all stakeholders that's involved with Caritas to be vigilant and just make an extra effort to do things more securely.
And speaking of us all doing something together, your department recently sent out a survey to everyone to get some feedback on technology. Can you kind of give us an idea of what that is and what the purpose of it is?
That's a good question, and I'm glad you asked it. So the questionnaire or the survey that was sent out is for us to gather some baseline data around the perceptions of the stakeholders at Caritas, their perceptions around where we are with digital transformation. And so we're going to use that data to establish the baseline. And as we implement new technologies and new interventions, we're going to further gather more information so we'll know if we're moving the needle related to digital transformation.
What I hear him saying is that we will have our robot assistants very soon.
Yes, that's what I hear.
Yeah, 2024 at the latest. Yeah.
At the latest? Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll be able to say this. We'll have the infrastructure to be able to support robots, right?
Ooh, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And most people probably don't know, and Barcus won't say this, but his wife is one of the best cooks you've ever run into.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had a chili cook-off at headquarters, and Barcus's wife made a white chicken chili. It won the entire competition.
Wow.
Yeah, he got the belt that year. So I don't think he's going to win next year, though. I'm working on it.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, yeah.
Hey.
In your opinion, which is better, Mac, PC, or Google products?
It depends on if you're looking at it from a security perspective. So from a security perspective, the industry standard is with Macs as far as a security perspective. As far as Windows from a security perspective, because I think Microsoft owns about 85% of the market. So typically a lot of the attacks are towards Microsoft Windows. They're probably the least secure. And then Google, they have Android, but they're known to have lots of vulnerabilities, gotcha. which could lead to a data breach. That's me bringing in my security side. So it just depends on what I'm doing, which type of device I'm going to choose.
If you're going to be doing a podcast like this, once you go Mac, you don't go back.
Okay, I'm hip.
It's simply just the best. Well, Barcus, we loved hearing all this information you shared with us today. And before we let you go, is there anything that you want everybody to know about at Caritas as far as the future of technology and the future of our OTI department?
Yeah, give us a little teaser.
I would just say we're doing our best to transform Caritas where we're prepared now and we're prepared for the future. If you don't have that technical understanding, it might seem overwhelming, but once we get to the finish line, things will be better. Stay with us, and things will get better. They will continue to progress.
Well, they're definitely already getting better.
Exactly.
And already progressing. So thank you so much for everything that you bring to the Caritas family, sir. And to the man with a double doctorate, thank you, Dr. Barcus Jackson.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, Joel, we have come to my favorite part of the show. We call it Icebreaker. It's where we get a chance to get to know one of our awesome Caritas family members a little better by asking them some fun, random questions.
And today we have a very awesome person with us. She's the project data manager for us at Caritas. Please welcome to the show for a fun icebreaker, Sarah Winter.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself, what brought you to Caritas, and the different roles you've served within the agency.
Sure. So I've been with Caritas for about 6 years now. I started as an administrative staff at our old East Alton office, and I've worked since then in SILA, foster care, counseling, and now I work in our awesome QI department as project manager.
That is quite a diverse set of roles, and you must have quite the diverse skill set. What's your educational background?
Yeah, so funny enough, I never expected myself to end up in social work. My background with education is in business. So I have both an undergraduate degree in business administration and my master's in business administration.
I know we are very blessed to have you and that you are doing great work, and so happy to have you on the team. Please stick with us, and please stick with these questions that are coming up here, because we're putting a lot of pressure on you. Most of the time when we do an icebreaker, we ask someone one question. But for you, Sarah, since you're so smart, we are going to ask you a lot of questions. We're going to play a game of this or that. So we're going to give you two things, and you pick which one is more you.
For the first one, coffee or tea?
Coffee, always, no question.
If you were to drink a tea, what flavor of tea would it be?
I think I would go with like probably like a cardamom tea because it's nice and cinnamon flavored.
Ooh,
I
that
like
sounds
that.
nice on a cold day. That sounds very nice in the morning. That was not a this or that question. That was just a wondering type question. Okay, next this or that for Sarah Winter, Netflix or Disney Plus.
That's tough. I do really like all of my favorite childhood movies on Disney Plus, but I'm going to have to go with Netflix because I'm definitely a true crime documentary kind of girl.
Those have become like the most popular podcast in the world right now, or the true crime. We need to make the CaritasCast a true crime podcast.
Alrighty, so for the next one, and I might judge you a little bit for this question, but hey, we're going to find out what's the answer.
Uh-oh.
Taco or burrito?
It's always going to be tacos for me.
Tacos
are life.
All right. Okay, next this or that question. Comedian in a serious film or serious actor in a comedy film?
I'm going to go with serious actor in a comedy. I just love comedies. I think they're great. Whenever
I think about that, I think of Leslie Nielsen from the Naked Gun movies. He was a serious actor before he was in the Airplane movies, which were a comedy, and everybody went, he's really funny. And then he had a career in comedy. So I agree with you on that. I want the serious actor in the comedy film.
I agree with that. I give you that.
And there's something about deadpan humor that is just awesome.
It's great.
So.
Art museum or history museum?
I'm going to have to go with art museum on that one.
The St. Louis Art Museum is fantastic.
It is awesome.
I've always wanted to go to the Natural History Museum, but have never made it there.
It's pretty nice too.
Yeah, that's worth checking out. Okay, this next one should be an easy one. Camping or glamping?
Oh, camping, 100%. Glamping is not camping.
How is it not?
You're out in the woods. It's still kind of camping. I prefer to be in a camper, I think, or a cabin with air conditioning. Climate control is nice. The bathrooms are nice. But getting out there and being in a traditional tent, sleeping in the woods, there's something about that just connects us to nature. Sitting around the fire was the original television for us, the original way to entertain. So camping or glamping, I can go with either myself. But this next one, would you rather go to a play at the Fox Theater or see a stand-up comedian?
I've never seen a stand-up comedian, and it's been on my bucket list for a long time. So I'm going to go with that option.
So one more question for you. Sweating or shivering?
Oh, definitely sweating for me because I don't know. There's just something about summer and, the heat. I don't know. I'm much more of like a summer girl than a winter girl, I think.
We were just talking about that at the beginning of the show, that we are both summer guys. We are ready for spring to hurry up and get here. We want to throw on the bathing suits. We're ready to hit the pool.
Yes, I need the beach vibes, sand, all of that. Definitely.
Absolutely. Here's another one for you. Would you rather cook for someone else or have someone cook for you?
I'd rather have somebody cook for me just because I don't know what it is, but every time I try to cook for somebody, I get so stressed out by the process. I'm much more of like an organic cooker. So I like cooking by myself and not using a recipe, just kind of throwing stuff into a pan and going from there, which is very stressful because you never know how it's going to turn out. But there's no pressure if you're just cooking for yourself. So, definitely would rather have somebody cook for me than cook for somebody else because I don't ever know how it's going to turn out.
Well, as I like to say, as long as it's made with love, that's all that matters.
Right. It's the thought that counts.
That's true. Yeah, unless you're the one eating it.
True that. All righty. So, last but not least, 1 week vacation or a 2-week staycation?
I think a 1 week vacation. I feel like I haven't done a lot of traveling in life, and so I'd really love to get out of the country at some point. And I think that even if it's only a week, it would be exciting to travel internationally.
So today you get the blank check. You get the free ticket to go anywhere outside of the country. Where are you going for that week? Something
I've always wanted to do is go backpacking across Europe. And so I think that would be my choice, to just like visit a bunch of different places across Europe. Like I wanted to see the Swiss Alps, and always wanted to go to Ireland. I want to go to Rome. So places like that, as many places I could fit under my belt as possible.
And of course, take your friends Joel and Brandon with you.
Yes, please.
Naturally.
Well, Sarah, we've had a lot of fun talking to you and getting to know you a little bit better. Any final words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom. Love yourself and love everybody else.
Awesome. I like it. That is awesome. Sarah Winter, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
It was great to hang out with you guys.
Thanks.
Well,
Joel, March is almost over, and this month is National Social Workers Appreciation Month. So a big shout out to all the social workers here at Caritas and everywhere around the world. You've got a challenging job, and we are so grateful that you are here to do it. So stay strong and know that you are not alone.
We're all here together to support each other, and one of the ways we do that is with our EAP. So for those that don't know what an EAP program is the Employee Assistance Program. I think a lot of the times people think of it as just something that you use during emergencies, but it's really a lot more inclusive than just that. I think what's commonly known about an Employee Assistance Program is the counseling services that are offered to staff. They typically offer, I believe, somewhere between 3 to 6 counseling sessions.
Oh, wow.
Then from there, you could continue to use your insurance or come up with an agreement if you want to continue those services. But it's not just that. They offer legal and financial resources at no cost. They have services regarding work-life balances. So, for example, if you were just randomly moving to another state, there are services to assist you with that and funding for that.
That's amazing.
For some individuals who doesn't necessarily want to go the counseling route, they also offer life coaching. So it's more of a one-on-one program to where there are certain things that you would like to change in your life and you want to set some actionable goals to that. You can have an accountability partner to help you with that.
Is there a cost for that if I'm an employee?
So some of these programs do have costs, but for example, the counseling services that are offered, those 3 to 6 sessions, most of those are typically free.
And if you want more information about that, who should they reach out to?
So please reach out to the HR department, or you can reach out to me. Or if you would like to just do some research on your own, you can also go to eap.ndbh.com.
A great program for a great agency. I'm so proud that we offer that to our staff. And speaking of being proud of things, it's time once again for this month's Mission Moment.
Hi there. This is Jennifer Cornetta from the Belleville Caritas office. I've been in foster care for 25 years, and I've spent the last 23 of them in the Belleville location as a foster care case manager. One of the best things that I've ever been able to do was work with a young man named Dakota who came into care at the age of 14 after the loss of his mom. We worked hard to establish a relationship with Dakota. We watched Dakota bloom and blossom into a young man, and he trusted us enough to take the jump into joining the Air Force when he graduated from high school. And the agency supported him in all of his endeavors. And I got to fly to Texas to watch Dakota graduate from the academy and start a new life traveling around the world. And it's moments like this and kids like Dakota who provide you with the positivity that we need in order to keep going and just make sure that we do everything we can for the kids that we get to work with every single day.